Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with The Nation newspaper. The major story here says, "No to planned protests similar to #EndSARS. Governors warn." The riders there don't overheat the polity. Oba of Benin give government more time. Another story here quickly. Sanwo-Olu seeks more investments in IT, healthcare, transportation. Livestock Reforms Panel report on farmer header conflict ready in 2 weeks. Another story here. Edun 2024 budget will be fully implemented. And Southeast Development Commission excites Ohanese and governors. Some stories on the front page of The Nation newspaper. We'll move now to the front page of the Punch newspaper. Governors, ministers meet today to stop hunger protest. Reps ask federal government to embrace dialogue as Tinubu sues for peace. Abiodun, Uzodinma, Bauchi government condemn planned rally. Oba of Benin urges patience. And the picture story there is that of the plane crash that happened in Nepal, killing 18 persons. The pilot is said to be hospitalized. A really sad incident there. Another story here at the top corner. Mayhem as Fubara Wike supporters clash in Rivers. And federal government scholars decry 56% allowance cut, fear expulsion. Some stories on the front page of the Punch newspaper. To the Vanguard newspaper now. Hardship will handle planned protests as family matter. That's what the federal government is saying. And the riders there pleads with Nigerians to give it more time. Southeast governors warn against nationwide protests. We can't withdraw from protest within organized labor is saying. Tells federal government states to listen to cries of Nigerians. Warns against use of brute force on protesters. Threats won't work. Falana tells government. Federal government should engage in dialogue. Reps Minority Caucus is saying that. APC National Working Committee appeals against protests, summons emergency meetings with state chairmen. Another story here. Dangote stop demarketing local industries. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria cautions federal government as CSOs, religious groups demand probe of NNPC. And the top corner, terrorism. Federal government resumes mass trial of over 300 suspects. And here, sports. Paris 2024. Super Falcons confront Brazil today. That'll be an interesting watch. To the Daily Times now. Planned protests. Federal government pleads for more time. Says all issues will be resolved in a way to ensure peace, stability. NLC clarifies position on looming protest, says it is not part of organizers. Tinubu signs the Southeast Northwest Development Commission establishment bills. Welcomes IM, former Senate President, into APC. Ohanese Ndigbo use body hails Tinubu for the Southeast Development Commission Act. Another story here quickly. Prioritize youth interest to advance migration governance. IOM urges federal government. Some stories on the front page of the Daily Times. To this Nigerian newspaper, protest march, dialogue remains best option. Southeast governors, northern groups, Oba Benin charge intending demonstrators. Navy uncovers illegal bunkering site in private residence. And Kebbi dissolves 21 local government administrators. Anambra tension as suspected herdsmen abduct 6 persons. Victims' families pay 75 million naira ransom. Some stories on the front page of this Nigerian newspaper. To the Nigerian News Direct. So talking about the planned protest, we will continue to engage in your interest. Give us time. Federal government begs Nigerians. No one is going to sleep. We are all working for Nigeria. A minister is quoted as saying that. APC urges protesters to shelve plans, says Tinubu not cause of economic hardship. Uzodimma, once against protest, says it's too early to judge Tinubu's government. And quickly here, Taraba government offers automatic appointment to medical corps members. To the First News newspaper now, and bad governance. Information Minister Tinubu, not opponent of protest but of violence, says federal government cautions because national protest risks spiraling into chaos. And Meta cracks down on Yahoo Boys, 63,000 accounts deleted in fraud sweep. Some stories on the front page of the First News newspaper. Theophilus.
The Daily Trust newspaper from my end says here, dialogue with protest organizers, opposition reps tell federal government, demonstration may compromise peace, says government. Tinubu needs more time. About Benin, governor says federal government resumes trial of over 300 terrorism suspects. Borno leaders demand Ndume's reinstatement as Senate whip. Subscribers telcos disagree over data billing. Dangote refinery man warns against demarketing local investments. Reconsider 70% foreign forex windfall tax. Stakeholders tell federal government. We move to the leadership newspaper. It says 8 days to go. Opposition swells against hardship protest. We will not tolerate lawlessness, federal government warns. Rally potentially dangerous, says governors. Northern Southern leaders caution planners. 60 reps ask Tinubu to dialogue with youth. No going back, students declare. 5 northern states accounts for 70% polio variant in Nigeria, says UNICEF. FBI, Trump shooter searched details of Kennedy assassination. Oil theft, NUPRC kickstarts $21 million metering audit. And that's it in the leadership newspaper. And we go to the Platform Times. It says here, special report called LG Autonomy brings succor to neglected rural communities. Hardship, Lagos government backs protest, says it's citizens' legitimate right. Government orders illegal occupants out of Ogun Forest reserves. These and many more in the Platform Times newspaper. The Daily News Hub says here, sextortion scams, Meta swoops on Nigeria's Yahoo Boys, leads 63,000 accounts, says it unearthed 2,500 accounts run by 20 individuals targeting adult U.S. men, removes around 7,200 assets in Nigeria, including 1,300 Facebook accounts, 200 pages, 5,700 groups. Blueprint says plots to hijack protests, unleash mayhem thicken, says federal government. Count us out, says NLC, ADSC, Northern Coalition. Tanker drivers allege infiltration. Plans to pay stipends to unemployed varsity polytechnic graduates underway, says Idris. Ascent to Northwest Southeast Development Commission's historic. That's in the Blueprint newspaper this morning. Now let's move to the Daily Independent. It says tax on forex gains will deter foreign investors. Bankers warn. Asks Senate to intervene, says it amounts to double taxation. It will reduce investment, decrease liquidity, increase costs. Duty-free food imports will impoverish us, farmers tell federal government. Say food importation risk destroying country's agriculture. NLC asks federal government states to listen to worries of Nigerians, clarifies position on planned nationwide protests. LP says NLC has been paid to destroy party. Excuse me. Insists INEC recognizes Abure, other party officials. Only constitutional amendments can address protesters' demands, says APC. Senate Chief Whip, Southern Borno indigenous protest sack of Ndume. The Salient Times says forex investment worth 311 billion naira liquidated in 6 months, says NGX. Planned nationwide protest. It's a family matter. Give us time. Federal government begs Nigerians. Gunmen abduct 2 Chinese, kill 5 Nigerians in Lokoja. Edo government rejects APC's call to put Governor Basiki on security watch list. IM meets Tinubu after defection to the APC. We can't withdraw from protests within its organizers, NLC. Called Joe's man for spraying Naira notes. So we move to sports in life. It says, yes, several headlines here. And we start with Napoli president saying, he says, we'll be sad if Osimhen stays. Napoli president will be sad if Osimhen stays. That's according to Di Paolo. Monaco agreed €20 million deal for Ilenikena. Okoye vows to reclaim Eagles' #1 spot. Chelsea table £16.8 million bid for Jorgensen. Manchester United to accept £10 million for Wan Bissaka. Akpom will leave Ajax this summer, says Van Duyn. Rangers to allow Desires leave for £4 million. Guardiola admits Ederson may leave. Argentina's national anthem booed in Olympic opener. Arona Omotayo face Romanian Iranian opponents as Idem Bello gets tough foes in women's singles. Villa pull out of Felix Rafinha move. Falcons ready for Brazil in Bordeaux. And Liverpool to hand Arnold a bumper deal. Rangers to allow Desires leave for £4 million. These are the stories you'll find in the Sporting Life newspaper this morning. Right.